For decades, Judea and Samaria have existed in a legal gray zone. But just recently, the Israeli government flipped the switch by opening the land registries and resuming the settlement of land title process. The era of ambiguity is now behind us. Today we dive into this historic administrative revolution. For the first time since 1967, the Israeli government has officially authorized the resumption of the settlement of land title process in Judea and Samaria. This initiative, spearheaded by the Ministries of Defense, Finance, and Justice, aims to replace an outdated and opaque system with a modern, transparent registry. From a governance perspective, this move is designated to eliminate fraud, resolve decades-old ownership disputes, and provide the legal certainty necessary for modern infrastructure and community development. The cabinet resolution that just passed introduces several much-needed administrative reforms. Lifting of confidentiality. Previously, land registries in the region were kept confidential, a relic of Jordanian-era laws. The government has now ordered these records to be opened. This transparency allows both buyers and sellers to verify ownership, effectively ending the era of land fraud that has plagued the region. Direct land registry oversight. The Land Registration Authority within the Ministry of Justice has been empowered to manage these records directly. This shift moves land management away from purely military administration and towards standardized civilian professional criteria. The government has removed long-standing restrictions on land sales and eliminated the need for specific transaction license that acted as a bureaucratic bottleneck. This treats land in Area C with the same administrative efficiency as the land in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, or anywhere else in Israel. A core argument for these changes is the removal of discriminatory practices. Under the previous legal framework rooted in the Jordanian law, land acquisition was heavily restricted based on nationality. Abolishing these restrictions in recent measures removes the ban on land sales to foreigners, which was used exclusively against Jews. And it was punishable with the death penalty. Talk about an apartheid state. Arabs could not sell land to Jews without risking the death penalty. That's crazy. Protecting state interests. By registering land that has no clear private owner, the state can officially designate these areas as state land. This prevents illegal encroachment and ensures that land reserves are available for public use, including roads, parks, and infrastructure. These recent steps are not isolated events, but the culmination of a year-long strategy by the current coalition to deepen the Jewish roots in the West Bank in Judea and Samaria. Key milestones in this process over the last year includes, in May of last year, initial cabinet proposal outlining the framework for renewed land settlement. And just last month in January, legalization of settlements, granting administrative numerical codes to communities like Homesh and Givat Harel, which basically puts them in the system, allows the parents to register their children to schools in the area, allows for all kinds of administrative things. And just now in February, there's been funding allocation, 244 million shekels, that's nearly $80 million, has been allocated to the 2026 through 2030 land registration cycle. From the government's perspective, this reform is an essential measure For years, the Palestinian Authority has been conducting its own unilateral land registration in Area C, in direct violation of the Oslo Accords. By a certain Israeli administrative authority, the government is restoring order and governance, as stated by Finance Minister Smotrich, and preventing the PA from creating facts on the ground. The process requires any claimant to present documented proof of ownership. This in-depth clarification of rights ensures that legitimate private property is respected while unowned land is brought under state protection. The move to register land in Judea and Samaria is viewed by its proponents as a real revolution. It transitions the region from a state of legal ambiguity to one of modern administrative rule. By investing in professional staff and unsealing records, the government is laying the groundwork for sustainable growth, planning for hundreds of thousands of new residents, infrastructure integration, seamless connection of Judean and Samarian roads and utilities to the national grid, as well as historical justice, reaffirming the Jewish people's connection to their ancestral heartland through the formal tools of modern state. In addition, it moved from military rule to civilian legal certainty, and this is a massive leap towards normalization. If the goal was to deepen the roots of the Jewish people in the land, this registration process might be the most effective tool in recent years. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe for more information on what's going on in Israel. Shalom and God bless you all.